Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time on here, and that's because I've been out there surviving, right? So, how have you all been doing? Hope you've been good. I missed you all, to be honest, and I've always had in mind when I do stuff. I'm like, oh, I need to put out something out there, but sometimes things are like beyond our control, and we can't just help them, right? So, that's that. But however, I'm back here and I ain't going nowhere. I'm here for you. All right. So today I want to share something I deem important. Right. It's a journey I've been on, and I want to share it on here. I want to talk about my NYSC journey. I don't know if I shared it here, but um, I'm done with my NYSC journey. Yay! All right, so I finished. I did my POP. That was July. For those who don't know what NYSC is or what POP is, NYSC is stands for National Youth Service Corps. It's like a program every graduate is supposed to undergo. Once you graduate, before you enter into the workforce officially, you're supposed to do the 1 year compulsory national service. So that's it. And POP is personal parade. So I did my personal parade. That was July. Guys, it's been an amazing journey. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey. How do I say this? Oh, hold on. Sorry, before I continue, let me introduce myself. So if you are new here, um my pretty self is Amarachi, and I'm the host of this channel. On here, I talk about different things, my thoughts, my opinions on different topics that are relevant to young adults. Yeah, sure. And sometimes I share my journey, my experiences, so more like a general stuff. If you like Ameba and you just like to see like a different perspective of things, right? Make here home for you. You would enjoy yourself, I promise you. All right, so having introduced myself, let's talk about the main gist, right? Okay, so my journey started last year, right? Last year, what they call it, July. I went to camp July, August, right? Yeah, I think or early August. I think early August. My journey started August, right? And so see, if you have done service, if you're Nigerian and you have done your youth service, you would know that that period when you're waiting for your call up letter. Oh God, there is no kabashing I did not kabash. There's no prayer I did not pray because I don't want to be sent to the north. Guys, I really did not want to go to the far north. I wanted to serve in the north. In fact, I wanted to serve in Abuja. That's Federal Capital Territory, right? I wanted to serve there. Yeah, first because of the opportunities and majorly for that personal reasons. So I really wanted to serve in Abuja. But then I was just hoping, I wanted to do direct deployment, but it didn't work for me. So I was just hoping and praying that, okay, let's see what happened. In fact, by then I never knew that the direct deployment would not work. And so I was just hoping, I prayed. Then the call up letter came up. Guys, I was posted to Calabar. Yeah, I know it's a nice place. I know it's a beautiful place to be. I know, right? I know, but that's not what I want for myself. But that's what I wanted for myself. I had reasons why I didn't want to go for. I had reasons why I wanted to go to where I wanted to go to. So it was like I didn't even know how to feel. I felt that me who I'm someone that likes I so much believe in when things don't go the way you want it to go, right? Just have it in mind. Probably God has something in store for you there. But you see, in this case, I cried out my eye. I cried out my eye. I was like, okay, I'm not going to go. I'm going to, postpone it and stuff like that. But later on, I settled on, okay, let me just go and rather work on redeployment, right? So they'll just redeploy me back to Abuja. And so I was like, okay, guys, my journey was not funny. It wasn't funny because half of the journey I was emotional. I was crying. It's crazy because in my bus, right? In my bus, I had there we were more than I was. It was not just me who was going to camp. We were up to like 4 or 5 going to camp in my bus, and so every other person was just so happy. Guys, I was crying like a baby. Like maybe I was just so emotional. So later I was able to like put myself together, and I said, okay. So half the journey was more of crying, and the other half was motion sickness. And I like traveling a lot, but then I do have motion sickness. And that day it kicked in like it had never done before. I was so sick. I did not enjoy the journey. I wasn't looking the right. For that day was just somehow. But then I met an amazing soul on the journey. She was my boss, Pleasant. I love you. So I met her like in the bus, and so it was like more like the second part of the journey that we got talking, and that was how we clicked and we became BFF camp, and after that life keeps going. So I would say that she's one of the gifts God gave to me. Yeah, Calabar gave me that gift, or Bubra Camp gave me that gift, because I see camping Calabar is no proper. So that was the gift Oprah gave me. I also met other amazing souls, right? Nicole, Victoria. I met a whole lot of amazing people there, right? So it was fun, and I'm so happy. Or I was happy. At least it turned out better than what I expected. And so I went to Camp during the rainy season, and we're like, it's during the rain. In fact, I don't know if they worked with rain, because sometimes when it wants to rain, it's when we're on break. No, it rains when we are on break, and when we are not on break, it doesn't rain. So sometimes we pray, please let it rain, so we stay indoors. But then again, we still remember our NYSC anthem that tells us that we are serving our country under the sun or in the rain. So whether there's sun, whether there's rain, we have to serve it. So the camp was fun, not so bad, not so bad. My hostel was also fun. I met amazing souls in my hostel, right? So we even have a group chat. We have a group chat. So till now there's a group chat, and when things come up, we kind of turn up for each other. So it was fun. The Mami market, a lot of things happened. I think I'm going to be attaching some clips, some picture clips to it. But there were days where it showed us shaky. See, the one I did not even enjoy the most was the science class. Guys, see, it's just like I say, like you're sitting there for 5 hours for boring lectures. And I don't really know how to sleep. Also, so a lot of people end up sleeping anyhow. Those are those pictures you see on TikTok and everywhere. But for me, I just couldn't do that. So, ah, then there Pleasant actually made an impact in my life, because she was an exco in her platoon. We're a different platoon. I think that was the only thing that separated us in camp. The fact that we're in different platoon, and she was now an exco. So me, I before then I run away from leadership positions. Not like they don't come to me, right? They do. So most times it's when it come and I don't have a choice, that's when I take them up. But then she was like, I should pick it up, that since I have it, so there's a way she put it. So I'm more like paraphrasing, not saying her words like verbatim. So, but she was like, I should take it that these opportunities will also groom me as a person, and it's have an impact on my life and on my CV. So I was like, okay. So during the side stuff, they were like, who is going to hop out to like a side executive? And so I came out to be like a secretary in my own side group, and that was how I served as a secretary during side while we were in camp, right? So I think that was the beginning of my proactiveness when it comes to leadership. I've organized programs before. I had a project to run for like 2 years before that, right? A project that like gathered Africans from around the globe. Yeah, I've had that kind of program that I anchored, and I was like, the brain behind it and everything, working with a team. But then, aside that, I don't really proactively go for leadership positions. So it's more like any leadership position you see me take, it comes to me. So after that, it now time to go. Okay, so a lot of things happen in between. The mommy, I enjoyed it. The mommy, Pami. Hey, guys, let me tell you, I don't know what happened, but trust me, Calabar has the best Pami when it comes to the camp. I don't know outside camp, but I'm talking of in camp. Sorry, I don't know. I'm having catastrophic disturb me, so my voice might be kind of down sometimes. So bear with me. So their Pami, oh my god. Or do you want to talk about their bole? Oh Jesus Christ. I've never been to Port Harcourt, so I can't tell you Port Harcourt bole is is the best. But so far so good. Calabar, they are good. Then the suya, guys, it was enjoyable. Also, towards the end of it, during the cultural, I decided to join the cultural dance group, guys. I joined the cultural dance group and we did different dance. I'm Igbo, so I dressed more like an Igbo girl and we did the dance. And I was shaking my uku. So I'm going to attach. I couldn't get the actual video when we were performing. But I'm going to attach some of the behind the scenes video so you can see it. So after that, it was fun. During the parade, we were supposed to come out. My platoon, I was in platoon 5, and we were supposed to come out like winners for the parade. But because we had our commander, like our platoon commander, was a very good guy. He's good at what he does, and like everybody knows. But then I don't know if there was more like an internal struggle between themselves. I'm talking of the soldiers or whatever, right, guys? When they were calling the announcement, when they were announcing the winner of the parade, they said from the last. I guess which platoon they came last. My platoon, platoon 5. Like you should imagine that when they announced us as last, everybody was shocked. Like even other platoon, in fact, the platoon where they give first position, the platoon that was given the first position, they were even shocked. They are very good at what they do, but haba, even for that parade, everybody be known that wait. You know what it means that when even during the rest period, during break when others are resting, we are doing our own parade. It's not an easy thing now. So but then they gave us last. But then the camp command, not the camp commander, the RM later pulled like that. She was like, "Don't worry, that's 101 talk." But then in every other thing, in the cultural day and every other thing, only that. So I was in the winning platoon style it, and so camp was fun. I'm going to attach videos. So I danced Tibo dance, I danced Hausa dance. So I was just there in all of it and just here and there. Like that's the first time I was being so proactive in a lot of things. I was so happy. So pleasant, thank you. You really made an impact in my life. That was part of it. So if you have seen this video, thank you so much. I love you. Okay, so that's that for it. So during the time, okay, after the whole campaign, it was time to go. So that money they were supposed to call like names of those that are redeployment worked. No, first of all, they don't even call the names. Let me tell you what they do. They would give your platoon leader, now not the commandant, now the platoon leader, your letter of deployment. So he or she comes and announce if your name is not there, then your redeployment worked, guys. Hey, a lot of people fainted that day. In my mind, I was so scared. I was praying. I was like, God, God, God. And my own worked out. Luckily enough, Pleasant worked out. So I was so happy that all our stuff worked out right. I was just so happy. So our journey back home started. So I came that I was even sick. That's the only funny part. I was sick after the journey and the rest. But then God was faithful. We got home. The journey was smooth. In fact, you see NYSC or you see corp members. Nigerians don't do corp members. Let me tell you, Nigerians don't like we're like egg or corp members are like egg. They pet you and so Nigeria pet you so much, and that's why when we're coming back, they told us not to wear anything that identifies as coming back because of the bad people and the insecurity going on. Because once they see you, they will carry you. That is it to request for ransom. So we didn't want that, and God was faithful. Our journey was smooth. Then I landed in Abuja. Guys, now Abuja is another journey of its own. So when I landed in Abuja, I was posted to the Ministry of Education, and I was like, I didn't want it because I was trying to run a kind of traveling agency stuff. So I already started it in the small way I can, but I wanted to like probably intern with a big agency and see how things go, then come back and after my service here, push my own or go ahead with my rights. So there was this private company I wanted to work with, but then things did not really work out with them, so I had to stick with the Ministry of Education. And I think that God has a reason for everything, in fact, because the Ministry of Education or the office I worked in was like made everything. I don't, in fact, I don't know how to put it, but I would say it was just God's own way of doing His own things, right? So I was posted to the Ministry of Education. So guys, I don't know how I missed this part of it. So I'm going to be attaching pictures to it. Um, I have people who are like major impact. Like I can't tell my Abuja journey without them, you know. Benita is one of them. In fact, my whole Federal Ministry of Education journey, both of us journeyed it together. Initially, we were posted there, but we now went there. They accepted us only for them to give us an acceptance letter. I don't know what happened internally, and they gave us rejection letter. So it was her dad that still came back and followed up the process, and we got back our acceptance letter. And she's really an amazing person, just like Pleasant was to me in Obubra. That's how she is for my journey in Abuja. Pleasant was also close, we roll, but then you understand, you should get the gist. Benita played a very important role for me in Abuja, and I'm so grateful. You should see her picture up by it now, alright? So I needed to add that part of it. I also met other amazing people, so I would add probably their pictures as we journey on. So that's that. The senior secondary education department, and so we're in charge of everything. You should know everything about any federal schools, all the federal secondary schools around the nation. So we were in charge of it, and so I was posted to a zone. My director, my division director, she's like the best. Like, in fact, let me tell you, put me everywhere. My office was and is the most serious office in the Ministry of Education, guys, because like, when like you see your superiors work, like when they work and they make you see that, like, break the like general stereotype, right? I saw that in my office. A lot of people tell you federal government workers, they don't go to office. That's not my office. They're always around 247. In fact, my division director would travel and come back, and then she's just coming back from like her official trip, and she's coming direct to the office, like from the airport. So what rights do you have as a staff working under her not to do your best, not to come back? You don't have you don't have any excuse, right? So I saw diligence. I saw people who love what they do what they do, irrespective of whatever it is they faced. I met amazing souls, really amazing souls. My direct madam, the director I worked with personal, like directly under, she's an amazing person. I met other amazing souls. In fact, let me tell you guys, I'm coming to the sweet part of the just my sentence ceremony. Just hold on. So if there was one thing, when I first got to the office, my direct madam, the one I worked under, called me, and she was like advising me as a mother, right? And she told me, be proactive, be wise, work with people where you have to work with people, but don't overwork yourself. Do what you're supposed to do and the rest of it. Guys, I'm very introverted in nature. I don't like to relate with people. I am not social. I'm that one person that when I'm in a circle or I'm in a place, you will not hear my like you will not know I'm there until the end, or probably something happens to push me out. You will not know. But then after everything I saw it come, I saw the benefit of being proactive. And of course I'm taking courses ahead. Be proactive, be proactive. I say it a lot, but then actively practicing it started in camp, and I saw the benefit, and I decided to like take it up. I tend to be diligent in my work. My mom always advised me, my mom, my dad, they always advise me whenever I want to take a new step in life or travel or something. There's something they always say, I should try to make a difference wherever I am, right? And I think somewhere, somehow, subconsciously, I picked up that also. So it helped me during my time there. I tried my best to be proactive. Like, and now this part of it is for you if you're a young adult, you're a youth. I think no matter how introverted you are in general places, I've seen extroverted people become introverts in certain places, and I've seen introverted people become extroverts in certain places. So wherever you go, read the room and figure out where you come in, where you can help, where you can build on yourself, and actively take up steps to do that. So you know what administrative assistance do. So that was literally my job there. Documentation, writing of memos, reports, assisting the secretary, and a whole lot of other stuff, and little errands around. And so that was what I was doing. I tried my best to be there for everyone. Tried my best to, show up and not just. I tried my best to like drop a legacy, right? My mother told me something. Wherever you go, make sure you make an impact such that when you leave the place, they would miss you and they will look for you. See, I've had people tell me, "Hey Amara." One of my girls was like, "Hey Amara." I just walked into the office. When he called my name, I even felt like, I think I've said this in one of my videos before, right? When he called my name, I thought he wanted to set me on. And I was like, yes, and he was like, whenever I find myself in any room of opportunity, I would mention your name. I would call you. Guys, I was so emotional. I was like, oh, and see, all those things are like words of encouragement to me, and they kept. I don't know if that's the right thing. Like, yeah, they kept on pushing me. Those things are like words that push me to become better, and I just keep something. Let me tell you, at times where I get tired with the tax, you know what it means, that you're working and there are like five people waiting for you on the line to attend to them. That's how it is. That's how serious it is. Sometimes when I come to the office, the only rest I have is maybe when I go to like send my attendance and come back home. But once I come back home, I get busy all through to the end of the day. And like sometimes it's tiring. But if there was anything I learned, keep a smiling face always. One, keep a smiling face. I like to work under pressure and not like take out aggression on people. I was actively, in fact, it seemed to others it might seem like it was coming easy, but for me it was like a period of learning. I was actively talking to myself. I was being you know, I was consciously working on myself. Let me put it that way. So sometimes when it's becoming too much, I tell myself, Amarachi, calm down. Sometimes when the pressure is too much, I'm like, Amarachi, you just pause, breathe, continue. So, but I think one thing that works magic is smiling. So I'm always smiling. I have dimples. I have dimples. So when it's too much, I kind of smile. I guess the dimples make it not look so fake. I wear glasses, and so probably covers my eyes. So nobody noticed that my smiling is fake sometimes, because it can be overwhelming. But I like to work under pressure. I like to do what I was supposed to do. And the funny thing is, as I was doing these things, I wasn't doing it for any person to notice me. I was just like, okay, this is an opportunity, because okay, I think it's important I mention this. I have worked before now in corporate settings, but most times remotely. In fact, most of my job experience had been remote before then, and I've always wanted an on-site experience because I wanted to learn the interpersonal skills. Look at, see, I feel like interpersonal skills remotely is different from in person when you're working on site, because you feel a vet remote and camera they off or something and you just hold yourself. But you know, when you're in the same office with the same person that pisses you off, it takes skills, right? Human relation skills, the personal skills for you to be able to handle those kind of situations. So that was what happened to me. I did that, okay. I'm sorry. So I did that, okay. I had to find a way to work around these things. So, like I said, I did not plan it, guys. My side of ceremony. Oh, God. I was like, whoa, wow. Like literally, okay, according to the agenda, the division director would welcome everybody, give her remark. Then um, the staff you work directly under would kind of give her own remark about your performance, and every other staff also gives their remark. Guys, do you know what it means that every single person would be like, oh, I want to appreciate the club members because it wasn't just me. And I'll be like, I want to appreciate the club members, especially Amarachi, guys. In fact, see, that day was very emotional for me. I'm a very emotional person. I know how to cry. I'm a cry baby. But that day, I told myself, Amarachi, try your best not to cry. And that was what I did. And I really did not cry. I cried for almost so much. And it wasn't so noticeable, right? So, um especially about I want to take them. And I was like, oh my god, people see, guys, see, people see your efforts, people see what you do, just keep doing you. It can be tiring sometimes, right? It can be tiring, it can be overwhelming. Just keep doing you. I promise you, they see that you might not get your reward from that exact place, but trust me that when opportunities should come tomorrow, they would call your name, right? When opportunities come, they'll call your name. Ah, God. Sorry, guys. I had to go and relieve myself. Okay, so like I was saying, you might not get your reward from the immediate place, right? Where you're working at the moment, but you would get it somewhere else. Probably when opportunities come, someone will mention your name, and also you're building yourself. It's to your own advantage. You're building yourself, right? So whatever you're doing is for yourself. At the end of the day, you get the better share or the most advantage out of it. And so that's it. So I got gifts, I got the general gift, I got monetary gifts from the staff, and it was an amazing journey. So, and then I forgot to mention that in my CDS group, I was in Agra Life CDS. That's like CDS group is like a community development service group, and so I was in Agra Light, and again I served. Again, I served as a secretary, right? And see, guys, it's not easy working with humans, especially youth. You would shout. On some days, if I come out, I would shout at people, and on some days I'm smiling. It's like I finish shouting down at like a group of people, and another person is coming. Hey, guys, in my head, that's my don't reach the heart. But then again, like I said, it was a good experience working with people, working with a team, having to organize, like, you know what it means, like club members ABC, and you're the secretary. Oh my god. There's even this time where we had to organize kind of a mini session discussion, and I had to, like, normally I don't even do those things then, so but that day I had to like anchor it. After talking, someone met me and was like, so you talk well, I like it. I was like, oh, thank you. So guys, in general, my experience was fun. I know you must have learned a lot of things from everything I've just said, so I think I should summarize my lessons, my own lessons, right? Number one, learn to be proactive. Take active steps to do things. Number two, wherever you find yourself, make an impact. Like, don't be less concerned about stuff. Take active steps to what that does not mean you're doing I too know or anything. No, just take active steps to, oh, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I go about this? Be proactive, learn social skills. No matter how introverted you are, it will help you. And although I know that somehow for me, it came with age, as I feel like as I'm growing, I'm outgrowing some of the whole shyness and the whole thing. So I can be in the room and I can talk. But before that, if I mentioned the room, I'm like, oh, let the ground open and swallow me, right? But now I know how to be in the room and talk, all those kind of stuff. So I think that's that. I think that's that for it. So I hope you all for today. See you in another video. Bye.